And good afternoon, and welcome to our big match commentary for this afternoon. Coming to you from the very sunny cathedral city of Ely in Cambridgeshire. We're here at the Elgea Stadium, home of Ely City, and doing a very special commentary this afternoon. And this is, of course, the big match. It's the ex-pros and fans taking on the Arsenal charity team. This is all part of the Simon Dobbin charity match for today. Charities that are going to be benefiting from this afternoon will be, of course, Simon Dobbin, the Ryan Smith Foundation, and Owen Coleman as well. First of all, thank you very much for tuning in this afternoon from wherever you may be. I'm Chris Walker. I'll be your commentator for this afternoon's match. So what we can do, we can go through with that Pros team to start off with. In goal is Thomas Peacock. Left back is Nigel Winterburn. Everyone's heard of Nigel. In central defence is Wayne Borton skipping the side alongside Dom Cameron. Right back is Billy Bagstaff. Lawrence Franklin will sit just in front of that back four with two more central midfielders in front of him. Aaron Joseph and Carl Cooch will be expected to maybe just come a little bit further forward and support the front three. Former Cambridge United legend John Taylor starts up front, and either side he's got the Sam George. I believe that may be Alwyn Robinson. On the bench today is player manager Dave Eason alongside Archie Jenkins, Kieran Clive, Rob Kennelly and Sam Oliver. Now the Arsenal side will be skippered by Chris White, who is 6'1", who probably very much represents the tallest player of the Arsenal lineup today. But Joe Baker I recognise out there, who played for Leyton Orient, but back in his non-league career, playing for the likes of Billericay Town and of course Aylesbury United, and was part of that Aylesbury team that did get through to the semi-finals of the FA Trophy back in, I think, 2005. So our referee is Richard Hart. He'll be assisted by Stephen Gooch and Andy Drain. Fourth official is Phil Crosland. And the officials are all kitted out in, I think, what can only be best described as deep cerise. But it's a lovely picturesque setting here in Cambridgeshire. The ex-pros and fans will be attacking from left to right. John Taylor gets things underway. So immediately the ball on that right-hand side for the ex-pros. With Billy Bagstaff, a long ball over the top of Chris White. Picked up in goal. And now John Taylor is shot in the box, and that just goes fizzing past the left-hand post. And John Taylor has said in his two spells with Cambridge, amassing over 332 league appearances, and that was warranted 86 league goals, not including everything scored in the cups as well. And part of that team as well that historically shot Sheffield Wednesday in the FA Cup back in the 80s. And Arsenal just being penned back here, and Chris White just being shadowed there by Robinson. A long ball played upfield, and the keepers had to come right on the edge of his area there. Thomas Peacock being shadowed there by Sam George, who's won the ball. And turnover now. George holds up the ball. Taylor waiting for it on the edge of the area. And the shot comes in, and that's not the strongest shot that's going to trouble the keeper, but still a second shot not too far off target from the ex-pros and fans so far. So 6 minutes gone here at the Elgea and in Ely City. And there's, of course, the ex-pros and fans 0, the Arsenal charity team 0. Again, the ex-pros giving Arsenal a little bit of torrid time here. The shot coming in and well held by the keeper there, showing from the left-hand side in the penalty area. Arsenal attack, the cross comes in and the keeper's come out for it, and Thomas Peacock got nowhere near it, and Arsenal have won themselves a corner now. Shot just coming off. I think it came off about with ankles. And this one, it's resisting temptation to go up from the back. So he's staying at the back there alongside Frank Thompson. The call comes in, and that's put in for the opener, but the flag is up. It's not going to count. It's not going to count. So there's a good finish in put in the back of the net, and Thomas Peacock. As we think has now Ness on the ball again, former West Ham, former Hammer, quite a large contingent of former West Ham players in this team. We're now out to Arsenal's right hand side, and it's Stuart Wardley, formerly of QPR, sending a long ball over the top there. And that's a perfect chip over from Giles Alderson, and I think that's like away from the celebration a little bit there, and a fine finish there, and Arsenal taking the lead, broken the deadlock just on 16 minutes. It's coming up to just hoist it over the oncoming form of Thomas Peacock, and say after 16 minutes, his ex-pros and fans and Arsenal charity team won. What response will we see from Dave Easton's side? Now the ball out on the right hand side with Lawrence Franklin, cross coming in. Now Stuart Wardley, more recently after his playing days then with QPR, playing for the likes of Rushden Diamonds and involved with Bedford Town, but of course more recently gone into non-league management at Suffolk Northern Town. Now Taylor with a strike. Oh, what a fine strike that was, just inside the penalty area. It's 1-1, and John Taylor turning back the pot there with an instinctive strike. That lead lasting only 2 minutes. And Colin Goldberg, are you watching? I think it's got to be a clamour getting the big man back up front. Still got it. And I say, safe to say that the legend is John Taylor with an instinctive strike there. And Nicky Gardner, to be fair, went to his right hand side, did sort of get something to that, but he just couldn't keep that out, and so it is now. The ex-pros and fans gets clipped for his troubles. A free kick quickly taken, and Nesta finding Alderson free on this left wing for the Arsenal team. Brings up the Nesta again, just onto the edge of the area, chips the ball out to the right hand side, and a massive shot there from Omar Ritza. Absolutely levers that over the crossbar, but again, that's another one of the former professional football league striker, Omar Ritza. If that name sounds familiar, well, played 46 times for Cambridge United, getting 12 goals. But Wayne Boutwood in defence there, just hooking the ball forwards up with John Taylor again. And now, here comes Kenley. Now John Taylor chests it down. Plays to Kenley, the ball just runs away past him and just gets past Nicky Gardner. The keeper will say he had that covered. But again, John Taylor, he's still got it. And it's not been caught to John whatsoever. I had a little chat with him before the game, and very safe to say, word legend cannot be used enough with him, but such a real nice, down-to-earth gent to chat to. And the shot there, just lofted over by Douglas for the Arsenal charity side. So 20 minutes to half-time. It's one apiece here at Ely City's Algia Stadium. And of course, we do want to hear from you this afternoon. And it's I know it's a bit of a commentary with a bit of a twist, a bit different this afternoon. But we want to hear from you. Drop us a line on Twitter at Notty's Mike, and we'll give you a little mention at half-time. But now here's a chance here. Gosinski's pulled the keeper off his line, and the flag is up anyway. And that effort, shall we say, I think someone might be wanting sat now. That was not the greatest effort, and the acknowledgement there, and it was offside anyway. But the acknowledgement there from Alderson that it was a bit, shall we say, a bit off. Now the ball cleared out onto up to Omar Ritza. Also on the bench for Arsenal this afternoon are Joseph Harrison, of course, Jimmy Carter, who says working for Millwall these days in the sales team and commercial team. So some experience to come on, but here's Taylor again. And what a strike, and he's beaten the keeper and it's hit the crossbar. And again, another instinctive strike there from John Taylor. And very nearly doubling his tally. As they later went on to play for the likes of Billericay Town, Aylesbury United, I think went to Staines as well. Break now for Arsenal out on the right wing. It's with Sammy Winston. Winston from Arsenal, I think, and Warren Woods, and the keeper's got the ball and has dropped it, and there's a little foul there. Alderson goes to the ball and he's just been impeded. And that is going to be a penalty awarded, I think, by Richard Hart. Or is it? It is, yeah. And Alderson on the film with Damn United. I thought it was a little bit harsh, to be fair. I know it's a charity game. I think there's a bit of 6 of one, half dozen the other there. But Richard Hart, he's a man in pink. We're not going to argue with him. As Alderson just coolly slots out past Thomas Peacock for the second. So on 29 minutes, Alderson gets his second of the day, and it's the ex-pros and fans side 1, Arsenal charity team 2. And Alderson must think he's on FIFA with celebrations like that. But, I think he's heard the media unit himself, and of course Cambridge United Women's head of media, Jim Timkin. Is that bigging you up enough? Are you happy with that? Oh, decent, big crowd has come out this afternoon, and the sunshine does come back again. It's just the ball brings it down and pulls the shot just over the crossbar, and that's not the only thing that's been pulled. It looks like something has gone ping there, and they're just trying to strike that one off, and that looks rather painful. And so whether we can continue. In the meantime, Arsenal looking to try and further their lead. Winston now with Alderson. Alderson with a good stop there, good block. With Peacock getting down low there, blocking with his knees. So something has gone twang. So Sam George, who did start, he's up again, played for Hertfordshire sides Buntingford Town in the Hearts County League and Royston Eagles. Arsenal going close there, but again, it's just leading by 2 goals to 1. It's that slender lead, just a 1 goal difference between the two so far. Finding the mystery, shall we say. There's always going to be a player you don't get given a shirt number of, and now it's Robinson. Just sends Krasinski the wrong way, cuts into central position, and very nearly deceives Krasinski. It doesn't get past Nesta. Ritzer picks up the ball on the halfway line, comes forward into the ex-pros and fans half. Reverse pass now, finding Alderson, link it up now, nice pass on the edge of the area to Winston, tries to chip the keeper, trying to be too cute there without attempts, and Thomas Peacock getting that safely. Now Winterburn, pass rather uncharacteristically just goes astray. Now finds Joe Baker in the middle for Arsenal, just inside the ex-pros and fans half. Now Winston release, and now to Krasinski, who rather nonchalantly, rather casually put that shot straight into Thomas Peacock. Good block from the keeper, but it was struck straight at him. Waltwood, another one of their Newmarket Albion contingent in the squad, also has played for Exning Athletic. Dave Eason. Now marshalling things in the heart of defence, but now here comes Douglas in the area for Arsenal, nearly finding Krasinski. Now Krasinski, but pulls it wide, and Alderson gets in the back of the net again, but again the flag is up. So I think that's one thing, obviously appearing in the Damned United. The other thing is actually doing it on the pitch and understanding the rules, and obviously Alderson just maybe just getting a bit carried away there. Obviously sensed hat-trick hero coming through as the headlines. He scored twice already this first half. But that is the half-time whistle. And half-time here at Ely City's ground in the Simon Dobbin charity match, the big match for this year. It is the ex-pros and fans 1, Arsenal charity team 2. Ryan out there as well, Ryan Smith, and so local press and photographers are here as well, and taking a lot of shots as well. And I'm just glad that the weather has now perked up, and again that's that sunshine coming out. And what's made life even easier for me today, for the ex-pros, with most of the players, obviously John Taylor is instantly recognisable.
It doesn't need a name on the back.
John Taylor does not need a name. He is just ledge. But obviously a lot of the players, and so most of the ex-pros and fans team, who are 2-1 down at half-time, have got their names on the shirts as well. It doesn't get much easier for the commentator, actually. Clears it only as far as Joe Baker. So Arsenal now starting to maybe get the upper hand, firmer grip on this game. 12 minutes in the second half gone, and Arsenal Charity team leading by 2-1. The low ball played into the box. Mixer can't connect, and now Weston turns away from the Lions Franklin. And now he's going to listen again, takes the ball to the byline, plays it across the area. Oh, what a diving header, what a finish there from Richard James Neal. Makes it 3-1 to a Charity team. And that's and the celebration as he stacks it in front of his dugout. He'll say that's all part of the plan. But cracking finish there, cracking diving header. So the ball just going into the top corner. Nothing Peacock could have done with that. And on 57 minutes here at Ely City, it's the ex-pros and fans 1. Arsenal Charity team now 3 up. So again, lots of interconnections this afternoon with Cambridge United, Arsenal, West Ham United, and of course Leyton Orient. With Ritzer on the ball now, lobs it over the keeper, and that's 4 for Arsenal. And now clear daylight. Clear daylight between the ex-pros and fans, who have now scored 1, and Arsenal Charity team 4. 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes, doing the damage in this second half. In the opening quarter of an hour after the restart, John Taylor takes the kick off. And Arsenal up against that wall of Amber and Black at the back. And Robinson having to drop into defence, and he's lost the ball on the edge of the area. Now it's Carter. Guys with a shot. Oh, good save there from Peacock. Just tips it over the crossbar, and that's a rasping shot there from Jimmy Carter. So it's 16 minutes gone in the second half. The Arsenal Charity side 4-1 up here at Ely City. Arsenal's Charity team with 4 on the scoreboard so far. The corner comes in. Now Kenley with a strike, and he pulls one back. A great strike there, just goes to him, just on the edge of the area. The former Northwich Victoria player pulls one back, and it's now 4-2 to the Arsenal Charity team. So that deficit now back to just the 2 goals. Arsenal with the kick-off come forward for Neston, and this has made a forward run to the right-hand side of the penalty area. Into the box he goes, and Ritzer showing his penalty strike, and rather nonchalant chips on over the keeper, and Dave Eason fancied his turning goal, and facing goal, and he's handball down to the crossbar, and there could be trouble here for the player manager. I'm not sure.
Still think he's in goal these days.
I think he's played in goal in his younger days, and still thought he could pull that one off, but it's going to be a second penalty this afternoon. And Ritzer lines up to take this one from 12 yards, and rifles it past Thomas Peacock to restore Arsenal's up 3-goal lead. So on 67 minutes here at Ely City, ex-pros and fans 2, Arsenal Charity team 5, 2 goals each for Giles Alderson and Omar Ritzer, both of them with a strike each from the penalty spot. G team across coming in, and now just evades John Simon with a shot coming in from Sam Oliver, and that's running to the near post there, and Nicky Garner did not get onto that. Arsenal clear the lines to Ritzer, and now the overlap is on. The ball popped over defence space here with Krasinski coming into the box. Krasinski, and it's 6 at best for the Arsenal Charity team. Ryan Krasinski on the break, punishing the ex-pros and fans. So again, two punishing spells in this second half. Goals in 57 and 59 minutes for the Arsenal charity team. Now followed up by 67 and 68 minutes. Spreading it across the defence, out to Chris White on the left-hand side. White to McGillicuddy, back to White again. Looks up, takes a touch, and forward into midfield, finding Andrew Douglas. And plays it straight through the middle, and now Joe Baker, 1-on-1 on the keeper. Lost it over the keeper, and that's gone wide for the mark. Baker, not known for his goals. But able to start paying mind from the Cheshire striker. And the ball comes in. Now Kennedy at the back of the defensive ball cleared. Sammy Winston made a bit of a name for himself at Boreham Wood as well. A non-league striker somewhere cute, but here coming into play Plans cutting in. Plenty of space in the left side penalty area. George plays that one, puts a shot in, but too near to the keeper. Again, well taken by Nicky Gardner. Finding McGillicuddy. Spotting Brzezinski in space on the left wing, and Brzezinski, who's gone inside his marker and plays a shot in and draws out a great block there from Peacock. He actually got inside Billy Backstaff there. Turn of pace just left Billy Backstaff a bit flat-footed. The danger not averted. Arsenal on the edge of the area again. Turn around there. White, Douglas just had his front foot taken out from under him. And we'll be lining up over it as well. Now, this is the sort of thing that Joe Baker used to be able to pull out. So he's not on the pitch now, so the shot comes in, and an easy height there for Thomas Peacock. Out to the right-hand side and releases Robinson. Robinson now, shining over two challenges, past McGillicuddy. Wrong foot's Jimmy Carter. So here comes Robinson and plays it through the legs of McGillicuddy. Robinson on the mazy run here, looking for support, finds it in the middle now with Joseph. Joseph squeezes the ball forward, and it's now cut out and picks up by the Arsenal defence. Nearly getting past McGillicuddy, but the Dream Team are getting back. And this game opening up at the back, and Arsenal seem to have got all out of shape here. And here comes Aaron Joseph steaming into the penalty area. The shot coming in, just cleared. Let's say Kieran Clive and Sam Oliver nearly got in each other's way there. Loose ball's picked up now in the middle by Andrew Douglas. Douglas spinning forward, finding Alderson, and just caught. Seems to be caught. John Taylor, but Arsenal the ball, makes the ball into the box, and somehow the ball coming around the keeper, nearly going through his legs, but Peacock gathers it. And there's out played out to the right-hand side now to Robinson. To Wayne Baldwin on the right, and again the move breaks down, and Jimmy Carter starts again for Arsenal. Now Alderson, all played forward, and Brzezinski's carried the run, the ball into the middle. Here comes Sammy Winston, and that's magnificent from the Arsenal charity team. That's right, 7 have scored, and ironically the 7th goal scored by the number 7, Sammy Winston. Taylor with the free kick. Just on the edge of the centre circle, I find Rob Kennedy releasing Kieran Clive on that left wing. The referee said that is it, and at full time here at Eaton City's Aviva Stadium. I do hope you've enjoyed our presentation this afternoon and the commentary of the match, and of course just to give you that link once more, you can get in and donate online. It's www.justgiving.com/crowdfunding/Simon Dobbin Presents, and that's really all we've got time for this afternoon here. But thank you very much for listening, and thank you to everyone who's been getting involved and making this event possible. A lot of hard work here, all of us here at Ealing City in the Kensington sunshine, and from me, Bruce Walker. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Until the next time, bye bye from us, and bye bye from me. Bye for now. Ta-da.